All right, hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. And happy Father's Day to everyone out there who's celebrating Father's Day. There we go. There's some more light. For this video, what we are going to be doing is going through some of my. I'm going to be fixing my light for the beginning of the video here. Jesus. We're going to be going through just some kind of like random stuff that I've accumulated from yard sales and diecast conventions and whatnot. I actually just got back from a diecast convention today, but well, I guess I could show you some of this stuff I got. I didn't get a lot of stuff. I picked out just a few things that I wanted. I'll show you this. I do have 3 different coupe clips now, so I picked up the silver one and, or I've had the gold one actually, but I picked up the silver one today. I got, and if you guys remember, I've had, this is one of my favorite cars in my collection. One of my Dale Earnhardt cars here with the removable body. Well, I found another one today. I found his, what year was this? 2000. It said it on the box, but I found another Dale car. I believe this was from the year 2000, but another one with a removable body, so very cool stuff there. Super excited to have 2 of those now, as well as I got that big Dale flag on the wall there. That was $3, so couldn't say no to that one. But anywho, let's get into the stuff we've got here to unbox. So yesterday I went to a Father's Day truck show and actually picked up this Matchbox. This is relatively newer, but I picked this up at the truck show too. But most of this stuff here that you're looking at is kind of older-ish. But I think none of these have any fun facts on them. So I think what I'm going to do is we're going to try a little bit different. I'm going to pause the video, or pause the recording, open everything, and then we'll look at everything individually for the sake of time here. As I know some of my videos have been getting a little bit up there in the how long they are. So let's bring our lifts over. We got 3 of them now. And let's start cracking some stuff open. So I'm going to go ahead and pause you here. While we're here, this is the box for that Dale car, Peter Max. That was the name I was trying to remember. I guess that was like a special edition for that year. Yeah, there's the official. Hold on. There you go. Dale Earnhardt, number 3 GM Good Wrench Service Plus, Peter Max 2000 Monte Carlo, one of 69,840. Yeah, so almost 70,000 of those, so not exactly insanely exclusive, but still very, 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 very cool. So, anywho, I'm going to get back to opening cars. Alright guys, we've got a lot of really cool stuff here to check out. So I've got a stack of cards here, and I'm just going to kind of move through the line. I'm going to get started here with the 68 Chevy Camaro. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. I have been sitting on this for quite some time. Let's go ahead and zoom in here. There we go. I've been sitting on this car forever. It's been on my shelf for like months. I just haven't opened it for whatever reason. But it's a 68, which is kind of a weird year. So you see 68 Chevy Camaro Z28. This is a replica of a real car, Nancy Carlo's 68 Z28. Very nice looking car, absolutely beautiful. 68 seems to be a weird year for models of Camaros, because they're either a 67, which is the first year, or 69, which is the most popular year. So it seems the 68 gets overlooked a lot, and the 68 actually has square turn signals there in the grille. That's how you can pick them out. There's a couple other things between the 67s and 68s. The 69s were a little different. I believe this is, I believe this is a 67 because it has the round grille lights. I could be mistaken on that. I'd have to Google it or whatever. Anyway, we'll take a good look at the car here. Like you saw, we did get a card with it. Doesn't have anything on the back, but still, very nice little picture. That'll look great on the wall. And an absolutely awesome looking car. It does have the Camaro rally wheels, although they're not actually slotted like you see a lot of times from Johnny Lightning. But either way, very good looking car. I like the black, whatchamacallit, vinyl top. Very cool. So like I said, very nice to add a 68 to the collection here. And then this is part of the Chevy Thunder series from Johnny Lightning. So this is a bit of an older one. What do we got here? Where's our trademark date? 2004, it looks like. Rolling down the highway. Designed for the collector, die-cast metal body and chassis, bonus photo card. Yep. Definitely a more high-quality series. The overall quality of this guy is kind of... trying to squeeze the card into the box here. Give me a moment. Completely lost my train of thought there. Yep, it's gone. I completely forget what I was saying. But anyway, there is our 1968 Chevy Camaro Z28 finally out of the box. You have to excuse my dirty hands again. I know I got to cut my nails. I always forget. Blah, blah, blah. Anywho, get that one parked up in the back here with our card. And next up, I'm going to move on to... Oh, yeah, that's what I was saying. So we'll give another good example. I have here... This is... Where's the card for this guy? There we go. This is a 69 Coronet, or yeah, Coronet Super B. There we go. Another one, absolutely like stunning level of detail. Very nice. This is what I always refer to as like kind of the glory days of Johnny Lightning. So this is another one, 2006. And here's what that. There's the series Muscle Cars, 1969, and it comes with the little spec sheet here. So you got different color codes. This is citrus orange, I imagine, that we have here. Or, oh, wait. Oh, these are the different colors that Johnny Lightning uses, right? I guess that's all the different... Sorry, I had to sneeze. So those are all the different paint colors that Johnny Lightning uses for this car here. Very cool. So as I said, 1969 Coronet Super B. Very good detail on there. You can make out the 6-pack on the hood scoop. Nice little hood pins there. There is our angry little Super B on the stripe in the back. Some nice steelies on there with the red line tires. This is a very nice casting. We'll go ahead and open that up. That should be a 440 6-pack under the hood, right? 440, not a 340, right? Coronet, I believe. Oh, here we go. Look at that. 440 cubic inches, 390 horsepower, 490 pound-feet of torque. Jeez, that's a lot of torque, man. That's enough to pull a house down. Performance 1 to 60, not 0 to 60. 1 to 60 is 6.3 seconds, so I'd probably blow that thing out of the water in my Camaro. Quarter mile is 13.8 at 104.2. Certainly not a slouch, you know. Very impressive, especially for something from the late 60s, you know, with considering how far we've come with technology. A lot of power in this thing. Very cool. We have a license plate on there. It says 6-pack. Did we check the Camaro Z28 does not have a license plate. Oh, we forgot to look at the base. 68. Did I just call this a 69? I might have. 68 Chevy Camaro. Yeah, there you go. And then we will check the base on the Coronet here. I absolutely love the wheels on this thing. That is a very good looking car. What do we got? It says 69 Dodge Super B used under license. Sorry I'm sniffling so much. I just had like a sneezing fit. I had to go off camera for a minute there. Very good looking car. Not too much going on in the interior there, but we finally we managed to paint the little wing window, or paint just the trim and not the entire window. So that's nice to see. Very, very good looking car. There's our little Super Bee in the grill as well. Very nice. So that is going to sit over there with the Camaro. Right, muscle cars, 1969. Get that card tucked away into the box here. We're on a new box, so it's a little tricky sometimes. Next up, another one from 1969. I'm sure you're eyeing it up back there. We have another Charger Daytona. Beautiful, beautiful forest green with the color match steel wheels. I absolutely love this thing. This is another one. I've been sitting on this thing for months and haven't opened it. I've been like itching to open it. This is a beautiful car. I do have quite a nice collection of Johnny Lightning big wing cars, so I'm always excited to add another one to the collection. I think I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 up in the case. 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 more on the wall there. So this will be number 9. And I've got a handful more that still need to be opened. So that is very exciting. Super, super nice car. Let's see if we can go ahead and get our 426 Hemi out from under the hood here. If I can... what's the little trick you guys always say? You take a... Here, where's my knife? You take a piece of plastic from a box or a packaging like that. This is what everybody always says to do in the comments, and it seems to work quite well. So you take your piece of plastic and you've got your hood that doesn't seem like it wants to open, and you just kind of finagle it in there. And there you go. And that way you don't end up scratching up the paint with a pocket knife or something like that. We can get a good look at our 426 Hemi in there. That is really, really cool looking. Nice Hemi orange. The hood pins on this thing are like ridiculously big. A little out of scale there, but I guess they had to do that for the detail. You know, it still looks great. I love it. They are, I mean, maybe, did the Daytona have giant hood pins like that? I don't think it did. It was like enormous. They're like the same size as the headlights. Either way, though, still an absolutely fantastic looking car. Really, 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 really like this one a lot. Nice dual exhaust there on the back. Do we have a license plate? No license plate, but it does say Charger and Dodge down where the plate would be. Very, very, very nice. Go ahead and take a peek underneath. 1969 Dodge Charger, used under license. So, I thought this was kind of funny. Here's the box for it. It says, so Mopar, no car. Bonus magnet, which is right here. That's not a magnet. That's just a piece of cardboard. If this was a what's metal here at my desk? Does not stick to my desk. That is it looks like a beer coaster. But I mean, it's cool. It's Johnny Lightning logo. Maybe I'll tape it up somewhere. Nice to have there. So that is our 69 Charger Daytona. Very, very nice looking car. Put that card into the box there. Jesus. Very, very nice. I absolutely love that green. Very cool. So, keeping with the green theme here, let's check out our, it just says Firebird. Doesn't have a year or anything, but this is the late 90s, early 2000s facelift of the 4th generation Pontiac Firebird. So this would be an LS1 car. This is my favorite generation of Firebird. I actually only have one other LS car. So this says, there you go, 2000 Pontiac Firebird. So yes, obviously that would be an LS1 under the hood there. If we can take a peek, if you'll let me, Mr. Car. Thank you. That hood seemed to be a little bit more forgiving, so kind of hard to see some of the detail in there, I guess. Let's hold it at a different angle. You can just about make out the top of that LS1 intake manifold. Looks like a bunch of bananas stacked together. Very, very cool car. And these were the ones with the ram air induction. So those hood scoops you see on the front there were actually functional. And provided they had a ram air intake on these. Very, very cool. So you kind of see a shifter in there. That should be a T56 6-speed manual transmission. There's our honeycomb taillights. One of my favorite things about these cars. If you look at an earlier body style, they had, or not an earlier body style, but the pre-facelift, the LT1 cars, they had more of a grid pattern across the taillights and not quite as an aggressive front end as the LS1 cars. The LS1s had a much more mean-looking, big-looking scoop, the split down the center. Yeah, absolutely some of my favorite cars. I always say this every time I have one of these on the channel. I always say, you know, oh, did I make the right decision buying my Camaro, or should I have shelled out and gotten one of these? But my Camaro would probably blow, like stock for stock, my Camaro would blow the doors off of this thing. So, you know, I always got to remember that. But God, it is a good looking car. Some nice little dual exhaust there on the back. No license plate again on this one. It should say Pontiac right there on that black spot in between the taillights, but it doesn't. Usually it says Pontiac. Or I'm sorry, does it have the bird there? I can't remember. I guess I'd have to look at one. So this is part of our Modern Muscle series. Kind of a bit of a lower budget, it seems like, with the plastic wheels and tires on there. Although the detail is nice, it just doesn't feel quite as... I don't know. Maybe it's me, maybe I'm picky, but this just looks better. The detail looks better on these older muscle cars here. Did we get... Yeah, see, it doesn't even have, like, windshield wipers on it or anything. It does have mirrors. Yay! I love mirrors. Mirrors make me happy. I don't know what it is. It's like you'd see it... Like, some cars from the same brand. Some cars will have mirrors, some won't. It's strange. But anywho, we'll go ahead and get that one parked up. And there is the card that it came with, so kind of a replica of an actual vehicle there. Looks really good. Stack that over there and keep chugging right along. We'll get into our next one. This is a Classic Gold series. Here's the card for the 1969 Hearst Scrambler. So this is a souped up Rambler. Rare B paint scheme. I don't know what that means specifically. I don't... Anywho, we've got our 390, if you can kind of see it under there. 390 under the hood, the big air scoop on there. It says, literally says air on it. Very cool car. I do have a lot of AMC stuff, so this will make a nice addition to my AMC collection. Very cool car. There's your Hearst and the Scrambler on the door there, although the lettering's a little huge compared to the real thing, isn't it? And another one with the little A-pillar wing windows are painted silver instead of being actual plastic. I just find that so strange. I don't know why they do that. They did that to these, what were these? Chevelles, Monte Carlo. I think these were Chevelles, but they painted the little wing windows on them too. Very strange. I think it's kind of more of like the older the casting, the more likely it is to see something like that, just because the, you know, what are the words I'm looking for here? You know what I mean. The newer ones are better detailed. Can't put my words together, sorry. But yes, as I said, here's our card for this guy. Part of the older Classic Gold collection. This is from 1998. So yeah, like I said, there's a good representation. So there's 1998 detail versus, what was this one, like 2000, or here, yeah, 2004, 2005. So you've got your wing window isn't painted over. The Charger emblem on the roof line there is actually, like, you know, to scale and correct. We won't talk about those hood pins. Because the hood pins on this one actually look a bit better. Just look like little, like the little push button ones. Very, very good looking car. So, we'll get that card over there and get you off the lift. Next up, we've got a Matchbox Superfast. So this is another one that I picked up, like I said, at the truck show, yesterday. I don't have a lot of Matchbox Superfast stuff in my collection, so I was very excited to find this is a 32 Ford pickup truck, and it does come with a little Matchbox box there. Not the detail on it is really good. I like the headlights and grille detail look very good. The windshield leaves a bit to be desired. Those A-pillars are a little huge. Nice wheels on there with the rubber tires as well, because the Superfast, they do have the rubber tires. I have a Pontiac GTO from the Superfast series, as well as a Plymouth Savoy Max Wedge as well from the Superfast. But that's really all there is from Matchbox in my collection. Very nice looking car. It does say, oh, yeah, it says 50th anniversary Superfast on the tailgate. That kind of sucks. That kind of, ugh. I'm not crazy about that. I'll take a quick peek underneath. It is a plastic base, which is a little disappointing, but the rubber tires kind of make up for it. They don't spin too well. That one doesn't. Meh. Does have opening doors. We'll pop one of the doors open for you so we can get a look at our interior here. Always think it is a super cool feature. Here, let's put it on a lift. When a car has opening doors, but then the interior looks like that. So, I don't know, maybe we'll just go ahead and leave that door closed. That's not very good looking. Either way, really cool car. I was definitely excited to add that one to the collection. I'll take a quick peek at the little box here. It definitely looks better on the box. But very, very cool. So, like I said, yeah, not a lot of stuff from Matchbox, but it's always fun to add a new one. So now we are going to, who's next? I have another Classic Gold box here. Oh, I'm getting mixed up. All right, let's bring a different color lift over for this one. So if you'll remember, we talked about these before, the Johnny Lightning red cards. They're kind of just the cheapo line. But I thought this one was too cool not to grab, although I'm not super excited about how those wheels turned out. Those look kind of horrendous. Maybe it'll get a wheel swap in the future. Maybe some wider front axles. But very, very cool. This is a 1997 Dodge Ram VTS. Now, I'm not 100% sure what the VTS is, like what specified the VTS. I know it's a sportier version. Oh, it has mirrors on it. That's always nice to see. You obviously got the Dodge Sport Stripes, that electric blue, kind of like the Viper theme paint job. I had a Dodge Neon in the same color blue. It was a 1998 Dodge Neon RT. 5-speed manual was my first car. And it was this exact same color blue, although it was the RT Neons and RT anything always had a stripe package available. Mine did not have the stripes on it. I always wished it did, but it did not have stripes. But it was a very cool car. was fun learning to drive stick in your first car. Although I can't say I've ever owned a Dodge Ram. I did have a Durango for a little while, but never had any Rams. Don't know a whole ton about them, but I know this probably had either, I'd say this was probably a 5.9 liter V8 Magnum in this, being that it's the sportier version of the pickup truck. So they had the 5.2, the 5.9 Magnum, the 5.9 Cummins inline 6, which was turbo diesel. That was in the 25 and 3500s. You could also get the Viper V10. Oh, I'm so sniffly. I'm all stuffed up. I can hear it. I'm sorry if my voice sounds terrible. I'm all stuffed up all of a sudden. But you could also get these with the 8.1 liter V10 in the 25 and 3500 trucks, which was the engine that they kind of used for the Viper, I guess you could sort of say. So, anywho, pretty cool looking truck. Go ahead and take a quick peek underneath. It does have a metal base, which is nice to see. 99 Playing Mantis. Yeah, it doesn't have a year, make, or model, no license plate or anything like that. Still, very cool truck. Next up, this is another yard sale find, I believe. This is a really cool one. So you guys know I'm not super crazy into the IndyCar series, but I have a lot of Indy 500 stuff. So this is the 1999 Indianapolis Indy 500 event car. So I have the card here, as you can see, Indianapolis 500, May 30th, 1999. That was the 83rd Indy 500. I don't think this is a specific driver. This just looks like, whatchamacallit, like a fantasy car, or like I said, it's the event car. So, not really any specific driver. Very good looking car though. I absolutely love Johnny Lightning's IndyCar stuff. I do have some of their older, or no, I shouldn't say older, but I have here, I believe this was Al Unser Sr.'s Johnny Lightning car from 1969. I have Al Unser Jr. This was the 2-pack that came with the 1992 Cadillac Alante pace car. And then coming up next, I have another 2-pack with a pace car. But real quick, we'll take a nice look at this thing. This thing is absolutely nasty looking. That front end is so pointed. Mean looking car. Very cool though. It looks fast, you know? Looks like it's going fast. Interesting way that it sits on the lift there. It kind of just teeters back and forth because of how narrow the center of the car is. But very cool looking car. I absolutely love it. Love the color scheme on there. The red, white, gold, and black looks really cool. Very nice. So I'm actually just going to kind of shimmy that over because we're going to keep with this Indy 500 theme here. I have, as you saw earlier, this is Al Unser Sr. and his 1978 winning. He won the 1978 Indy 500. This is his car. And we also have, of course, the 1978 Corvette pace car. Now, this is cool, but this is way cooler. I like that way better. So it did come with a nice little card here. We have a 1978 pace car Chevy Corvette and 1978 winner Al Unser. So if you'll remember, I'd have to do probably a lot of digging to find the Alante pace car, but that is the 2-pack that came with Al Unser Jr. here. So now we have Al Unser Jr. and Al Unser Sr. and their corresponding pace cars. So that is pretty cool. That's exciting stuff. and get that stuck back up on the wall, and we'll get that one ready to go up on the wall. So I'll scoot the Vet over for a second, take a closer look at our 1978 Indy 500 winner here. Wild looking car, absolutely crazy looking. I think Indy cars are just some of the craziest looking race cars. Formula One's pretty wild too, but not super into Formula One. It seems very, I don't know, I'm just not into it. But, so we got First National City Travelers checks. Champion sponsorship there on the side. That big giant engine under the back there. Engine and transmission, whole drivetrain sitting behind you. Very, very cool looking car. I can't imagine what it's like to drive one of these. And you can see the progress in technology between, oops, sorry, smacked the camera there. Between, you know, something from 1999 and something from 20 years earlier, 21 years earlier. Absolutely wild. Some very cool cars. But let's get to the good stuff here. I know this is what I really wanted out of this 2-pack here, is this 1978 Chevy Corvette pace car. Now, the late 70s Corvettes were not super crazy cool, fast. They were kind of junk. Everything was kind of junk in the late 70s. But man, it looks cool. Ooh. We've got official pace car, 62nd annual Indy 500, and 62nd annual Indy 500 mile race. May 28th, 1978, right? 28th, right? Yeah. Sorry, I'm having trouble reading apparently today. I don't know how words work. Very, very cool car. So 78, that was, yeah, so this is still 3rd generation Corvette. Although I believe the 3rd generation was one of the longest running generations, went from all the way from 68 to 82. They were this body style. I mean, there were obviously, you know, changes made throughout the years and whatnot, but the 3rd generation Corvette lasted quite a while. Stuck around for quite some time. So I guess it kind of has mirrors on it. I don't know if those are supposed to look like mirrors. Maybe, sort of. Either way, very neat looking car. And some very cool new stuff for the collection. So we'll get these put back real quick. Struggling here. And we will bring everyone in for... Did we look at the base of these? The bases are really interesting on these cars. 1978 Indycar. There's the base for the Corvette. It's 78 Chevy Corvette. And nothing on the base of this one. Another really interesting looking car, even from underneath. Very, very cool stuff. So that is going to be everything from today's video. Here, I'll bring out my my Dale car too, and let you guys get a good look at that. Here, let's put that up on a lift real quick. I do love this thing. This is another one. It's kind of like a more for me type deal. But I know the video where I unboxed this guy, the I think these are both from the year 2000, if I'm not mistaken. But this is my new removable body Dale car. So as always with these, you get unlimited detail, fuel cell, you got fire extinguisher, window net, shifter, wheel, seat, all the good stuff. Roll cage is detailed in, radiator, engines all detailed in. Completely detailed wheels. Yeah, this thing is absolutely stunning. Try and get this hood to stay closed a little better, but it's not really working for me here. So, and I'll go ahead and pull the body off of this guy here so you can get a good look at that one. They are pretty much the same thing underneath. there we do have Chevrolet valve covers on there. Look at that. It says Chevrolet on the valve covers. That is insane. It says it. Yeah, it says it on that one too. Absolutely wild. That is so, so cool. So, and I know I've featured this car several times on this channel before, but you get to get another good look at it again today. So we'll get that parked up over there. Slide that out and plop it on. It can be a little tricky sometimes getting the frame and body to clip together there. There we go. That looks good. And oh, almost forgot. This is the card from the 1978 Indy 500 2-pack. There. We've seen. So this is the other stuff. There's the 1992 Al Unser Jr. and the Cadillac Alante. We do have the 1970 Al Unser and the Olds 442. I believe I have that one as well. Somewhere around here. So we'll get that card tucked into the box there. Oh, and it's one of those cards, it's a big one. It doesn't fit my normal boxes. That's annoying. Okay. All right, let's get everything all together. We are running out of time here, aren't we? Let's get everybody in for one more group photo. Can I fit all this stuff on screen? No, we're gonna have to zoom out a little bit. And our Firebird here, some more of our racing stuff. And our Mopars up there. GMs. So that is gonna, oh, let's scoot them down so you can see everything. I know, I'm being annoying here. I'm dragging out the clock. But anywho, that is going to do it for today's video, guys. So make sure, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like, leave a comment, hit the subscribe button, let me know which car was your favorite, and yeah, that's all I really need you to do. I will see you guys in the next video.